Hello, Pauper fans! Welcome back to the wrap-up. We did manage to go 5-0, which is awesome. It's just kind of showcasing the power of this deck when we're playing against various go-wide and aggressive strategies. From my testing, just a heads up, this deck does not do that well against Tron. Big surprise, we're trying to play a sort of mid-range control strategy, and Tron just kind of does that better versus a slow deck, so not much we can do there, but just keep that in mind if you do want to play this deck. It does lose to Tron. So, as promised, I'm going to show you the Enchantment Control version 2. You can see I've got it named Enchanted Control here. That's because the original creator named it that, but I kind of like it Enchantment Control. But you can call it whatever you want. So, let's go over the changes I've made here. Starting off with the land base, I took out one of the planes to put in an Unknown Shores. This is going to allow us one more source of any color for the protective sphere. It's also, like, we didn't really need the additional planes. Getting white mana is very easy in this deck, and I wanted another green source, but I didn't want to just put a forest in because I didn't want to give up the white source. Having another black source would have also been nice, so I decided let's put in Unknown Shores. We already aren't the fastest deck, so having to filter one of our mana once in a while isn't going to be a big deal. And as you saw in one of the games, we were missing one of our green sources. So Unknown Shores will hopefully shore that up. On the other side, I took out one of the desires. I felt like the current Pauper metagame, just having pacifism effects, they aren't quite as strong as, let's say, a Journey to Nowhere. So I switched one of the desires into a Journey to Nowhere. I feel like it's a little bit better that way. And over here, let's see, I brought in one of the Curse of the Bloody Tomes into the main deck as a way to fight control strategies, also as a win condition we can tutor out with the Heliod's Pilgrim. To make room for that, I took out one Recumbent Bliss. We're going to be tutoring for basically the package of cheap. We just want to play something for 1 mana immediately, draw a card, gain 1 life, gain 4 life, shut down anything. Then we also have the 2 mana pacifism that exiles, and now we've got the Bloody Tome as kind of the last of our tutor package with the Heliod's Pilgrim. Of course, don't forget there's a Quiet Disrepair. It's amazing, as you've seen through these videos. Sideboard, I've made a ton of changes. Well, we basically have one more spot opened up because we took out the Bloody Tome and put it into the main board. Outside of that, I felt the... Oh, what was the name of it? Ancestral Mask, there we go. It wasn't really doing much for us. I never really brought it in, and I couldn't see a way or a deck I'd bring it in against. Like, we might possibly bring it in against Tron or something as a way of turning our Heliod's Pilgrims into large threats, but to be honest, that's not going to be fast enough anyways. So instead, what I'm doing is I'm bringing in Castigates. So we've opened up one spot from a Tome, one spot from that. That gives us 2 Castigates. I also didn't like the Raven's Crime. I realized that since we're only running 21 lands, and we do need a lot of our lands out to be able to play Pestilence, I didn't really think the Raven's Crime was going to do much for us, so I just brought in another Castigate. I really do like this card. It's a catch-all discard, and on top of that, it exiles. So against Tron, you're able to exile parts out of their hand, and they can't get it back with Pulse of Marasas or Mnemonic Walls. It's also just useful in any situation, since it will hit any non-land card. And yeah, that is my current iteration. This is what I ran in the challenge. And yeah, hope everyone enjoyed it. If you feel like playing it, please do. This deck is a lot of fun, at least for us. Maybe not so much for your opponent, but, you know, at least we're having fun. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you liked this style of deck. I guess I'll let everyone know I was trying to build or tweak the see, I'll just pull it up, the Sultai Land Destruction. Although I couldn't quite get this deck working, unfortunately. It's just a little too slow for the current format, so I feel like I'm going to have to put this one back on the shelf. But I just have it up here in case you were wondering what kind of iteration I'm on right now. I did manage to pull out 1 4-1 in a league, but it's really clunky. I pulled out a lot of 2-3s, couple 3-2s. I just couldn't quite get the numbers right on this one. So my apologies, even though this one did win the vote. Fortunately, we're not going to be doing this one just yet. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Have yourselves a wonderful day.